Again, welcome in English literature class, my dear students of class 10th. Now, line number 275, Act 3, Scene 2 is going on. The speech of Salerio. Not one, my lord. Besides it, should appear that if he had the present money to discharge the Jew, he would not take it. He says, not a single one. Not a single one, my lord. Not a single one of his ship. Not a single one of his ships is safe. All are wrecked. Further, it seems that even if he had money to repay the Jew, he had no money to pay the Jew his loan. He would not take it. Never did I know a creature that did bear the shape of a man, so keen and greedy to confound a man. Salerio says, never have I come across a creature in the form of a man so eager and greedy to destroy another man, except Shylock. So keen and greedy. He plies the Duke at morning and at night, and doth impeach the freedom of the state if they deny him justice. He says, he appeals to the Duke in the morning and in the evening, and threatens legal action against the country's system of justice if they deny it to him. 20 merchants, the Duke himself, and the magnificos of greatest port have all persuaded with him, but none can drive him from the envious plea of forfeiture of justice and his bond. 20 merchants, he says that 20 merchants, the Duke himself, and the noblemen of the highest rank have advised him, have suggested him, but no one can prevent him from his revengeful claim for giving up the conditions of the bond and fulfillment of his legal demand. He has become haughty. He is very obstinate. He has become adamant to take only the legal demand. What is written in the bond? Jiska says, when I was with him, I have heard him swear to Tubal and to Chas, his countrymen, that he would rather have Antonio's flesh than 20 times the value of the sum that he did owe him. And I know, my lord, if law, authority, and power deny not, it will go hard with poor Antonio. Jiska says to Portia, when I was with him, I heard him tell Tubal, Cus, and other Jews that he would rather have a pound of Antonio's flesh than 20 times the value of the David. Only he will take. If 20 times sum will be given to him, he will refuse. He will refuse it. 20 times of the value of the debt. I know well, my lord, that unless the law and the higher powers interrupt, it will be difficult for poor Antonio. He will not be saved. Portia says, is it your dear friend that is thus in trouble? Is it your friend? Is it your dear friend who is in this trouble? Bassanio says, the dearest friend to me, the kindest man, the best conditioned and unwearied spirit in doing courtesies, and one in whom the ancient Roman honor more appears than any that draws breath in Italy. Now he appreciates his friend Antonio. Bassanio appreciates here. He adores him here. Yes, my dearest friend. Yes, he is my dearest friend, the kindest man, the best intentioned man. Never tired in showing kindness to others, he displays the old Roman spirit of honor more than any other person now having in Italy. No one can be compared. Which type of man Antonio is? He is very generous. He knows courtesies. He knows kindness. No other man. He says, appreciates. He displays the old Roman spirit of honor more than any other person now living at present in Italy. Portia says, what sum owes he the Jew? How much money does he owe to the Jew? Bassanio says, for me, 3,000 ducats. Portia says, what? No, pay him 6,000 and deface the bond. That is it. Pay him 6,000, not 3,000 ducats. Pay him 6,000 ducats and cancel the bond. Deface the bond, cancel the bond. Double 6,000 and then treble that before a friend of this description shall lose a hair through Bassanio's fault. Portia says, double the 6,000 and then multiply that by 3. Double the 6,000 and then multiply that by 3, rather than let such a friend suffer the slightest harm through a fault of Bassanio. Antonio should not be punished for Bassanio, for the fault of Bassanio. First go with me to church and call me wife, and then away to Venice to your friend. For never shall you lie by Portia's side with an unquiet soul. She says, first come with me to the church and get married at once, and then hasten to Venice to your friend. You must never live with me as my husband with such a troubled mind. She says, for never shall you lie by Portia's side with an unequal soul. You shall have gold to pay the petty debts, trifle of no value, petty debt, 20 times over. When it is paid, bring your true friend along. She says, when you have paid it, you will have enough money. You will have enough money to pay this small debt 20 times over. When you have paid it, bring your friend back with you. Nerissa, my maid Nerissa and myself meantime will live as maids and widows. My maid, my lady in attendance, and myself will live as spinster or widows. Boys, if the boys are unmarried, they are called bachelor, and if the girl is unmarried, she can be called spinster. Come now, she says, come away, for you shall hence upon your wedding day. Bid your friends welcome, show a merry cheer, since you are dear. But I will love you, dear, but let me hear the letter of your friend. She says, welcome. She says, come now, for you will travel from here, even if it is the day of your wedding. Though it is a wedding day, but you have to go from here. Welcome your friends and show a cheerful face, since I have won you very dearly. You are very expensive for me, very dearly. Dearly means costly. I shall love you dearly, but let me know what the letter of your friend says. What is written in the letter? Bassanio says, Bassanio reads, Sweet Bassanio, my ships have all miscarried, my creditors grow cruel, my estate is very low, my bond to the Jew is 4 feet, and since in paying it, it is impossible I should live. All debts are cleared between you and I, if I might but see you at my death. Notwithstanding, use your pleasure. If you love, do not persuade you to come. Let not my letter. It is written in the letter, Dear Bassanio, my ships have perished. My ships have destroyed. My creditors are growing impatient. They have lost their impatience. They have lost their patience. My finances have fallen very low, and the due date of my bond to the Jew has expired. And the date of my bond to the Jew has expired. Paying the penalty to him means surely losing my life. If I will pay penalty, surely I will die. Please regard all debts between you and me as settled. You think that all the debts have completed, given. I only wish to see you as I die. In spite of my desire to see you, please be free to act as you wish. You are free to what you want. If your love for me does not make you come to me, if your love for me does not make you come to me, let my letter not compel you to do so. It is not compulsion. My letter, don't think that my letter is a compulsion to come to me. Don't think. If your love for me does not make you come to me, let my letter not compel you to do so. Portia says, Oh love, dispatch all business and be gone. Oh my love, finish all your business here and go. Bassanio says, Since I have your good leave to go away, I will make haste, but till I come again, no bed shall ever be guilty of my stay, nor rest be interposer twixt us twain. Bassanio says, Since I have your kind permission to go, you have given me permission. This is your kindness. I will hurry up. But till I come back, I will not go to bed, and no rest shall keep me separated from you. They leave. Here the scene is completed here. Act 3, Scene 2 is completed. In my next video, you will study Act 3, Scene 3. Thank you so much, students.